detecting toggle of the day, August the 10th, 3:38 p.m. Well, I went on a little hunt today with Mr. Mark Sloan. Well, this place has got some age to it. It's got some iron in it too, boys. An old house site, a big old yard. And quite a bit of that yard is pretty high in iron density, especially the right side as you look at it. And he dug 2 silver Merc dimes. He only used the M8 coil. No headphones. There was some traffic out on that main road. It was pretty noisy. He found a few wheat heads. I didn't find any silver. I found, I don't know, about 7 or 8 wheat heads maybe. A couple of them moral coppers. Alright, no nickels. Neither one of us found a nickel, and I was actually looking for nickels. Never found an Indian head, and I was on the hunt. You know, I used both the Manticore and the DS2. And I ran the 11-inch coil a little while on the Manticore after I started with a 9-inch coil on the Manticore. I never got over a single target. I suspect this site has seen some action in the past. Every mid-depth coin dug was very challenged that I dug. Now, I did dig a couple of shallow wheat heads, shallow, 2-3 inches, that weren't so shallow. Whoever's in there may have been basing their dig no dig on the depth meter. But now there was wheat heads in that site 2 and 3 inches deep. Alright. He dug one Merc dime he said wasn't over about 3 inches deep with that M8 coil on the Manticore. Alright. Now I'm gonna walk over here. Some of these wheat head pennies I dug were flashing more or less zinc and penny ID, believe it or not. Alright, I dig them and sweep them. You see them there. Very hard to tell the difference with that detector running sensitive FT. My recommendation, you get an old house site like that, if you don't want to leave any wheat heads, you might ought to dig the zinc and penny looking signals, sounding signals, ID signals. Now, one of these wheat heads reads, I believe it's this one right here, it reads a little higher. It reads higher than those 3, or 2. There's 2 of them. 2 of them reads lower than even this one. See the green patina on them? Alright. So you may see, if you're in the higher frequency shift, seems like they tend to read almost the same, or maybe 1 point difference at times. But now remember, I was, digging them buried, and I would check them unburied. Out here looking at these with a Manticore and all-terrain high conductor, all-terrain low conductor, you see about 3 points difference on the same coins. The DS2 is either IDing the same or 1 point max difference. And generally that 1 point max difference is when you're in the lower frequency bands running sensitive FT, those 40 max base setups, okay? Now, this is a no fluff YouTube channel, alright? And I know how to run both of those machines. This site was very challenging for those machines. Okay. Upper Ferris limits 8. All-terrain high conductors, very challenging. I did run deep high conductor a little while with that 9-inch DS2 coil, very challenging. Sensitive FT, silencer 1 and 2, very challenging. It's not a silent search, okay? No way, Jose. Alright. And my buddy, when he checked some of the coins he dug, he, based on what he was seeing with the horseshoe button in, after recovery, with plug out and putting plug in, lots of iron around the coins, iron tone. Ground conditions were dry. I suspect it wouldn't have hurt for a little more moisture. Alright, and I wouldn't mind going back to this site, looking at it some more. It's a big farm. I think he and I may do some Civil War relic hunting on the back side of it eventually. Alright, so that's the deal. High iron sights, they make racket. Okay, I even used the FAST program, Silencer 1, listening in that sight. Pretty noisy, boys. Okay, ground mineralization low. All right, I enjoyed myself, and I got to meet the owner, and I got to meet two of his sons. Real nice people. Of course, my buddy, he's a nice person too. He actually went to school with these two gentlemen, the sons of the owner. Well, that's going to conclude the detecting talk of the day. I'm sort of pooped out, boys, but I did have fun.